Hi guys, I'm Takira. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys saw in the title, I am going to be doing a niche first impressions video. So I purchased some samples from Lucky Scent, Scent Split, and Twisted Lily. And I have not opened any of the packages. That's why I'm just showing it to you guys real quick, just so you know that I didn't even sneak and smell them. And I've had them for probably about a month at this point. I wanted to save them to do a first impression, so that's why I didn't even bother opening the package, because I didn't want to be tempted to smell any of them. Some of them I have clones for, so I am familiar with the scent profile of it, possibly if they are similar enough. I guess we'll find out as we go. And a lot of them are dabbers. I apologize for being gone for so long. I am back in the office now, and it makes it more difficult for me to film when I'm home, because if you guys were working from home and had to go back to the office, you probably feel me. When you're off of work, you're off of work. Like, I just don't feel like doing anything but relaxing until the next work day. So I'm trying to get back into filming. I think I'm gonna start with, let's start with Scent Split, just because I want to get the dabbers out of the way. Twisted Lily has spray samples. If I could have gotten all of them from there, I would have, because they ended up being cheaper too than Lucky Scent and Scent Split for some reason. So plus I used my 10% off code that I have with them. Not sponsored, I purchased these, but I used my code. I'll put that code down in the description box if you guys want to purchase anything from their site as well. And I do actually have an affiliate link with them that I'll have linked down below as well if you guys want to actually support me. And I got 1 ml samples for all of them. I wanted to decant these dabber samples into my spray decants, but I didn't want to do that before the video and get some on my hand or just be tempted to smell them in general. So that's why I didn't transfer them. But once I try them on my skin, then I'll probably transfer them into decant bottles so I could actually spray them on myself, because I feel like I get a better idea of how they smell when I spray them as opposed to dabbing them. Also, just a quick disclaimer, this is a first impressions video, and for me, the first impression is not always the lasting impression. So take whatever I say in this video with a grain of salt. You know, it could change once I give it a full wear. So if I love something now or dislike something now, that doesn't mean it's gonna stay that way once I actually give it a wear on my skin. Of course, we know that fragrance smells different most of the time once it's on skin as opposed to on paper. But let's get into these samples. I've been talking way too much. Obviously, I missed filming. So the first one I pulled out of the Scent Split package is Velvet Tonka by BDK. I'm not gonna show you guys all of them because I don't think it's necessary, but I just want you guys to see what the little dabber bottle will look like. As you can see, it's tiny, it has a name on it. So I'm just gonna take it and kind of pour it on there like that. Hopefully this works okay. Okay. Yeah, first impression, this is powdery. Something smells a bit burnt in it, but with Tonka, I do tend to get like a toasted smell sometimes. Yeah, it's a powdery, nutty, kind of roasted nut scent. I think I get a hint of cherry. Yeah, there's something in here that smells a bit cherry to me, but it's very powdery to my nose. On the strip, it's kind of reminding me of a sample that I tried the other day that Becky sent me of Bois Doré by Van Cleef & Arpels. This is nice. It's a little bit too powdery for my taste. Just off of first impression, I don't know how it's gonna act on my skin, but yeah, off of first impression, this wouldn't be something that I would want to purchase immediately. But of course, it's gonna smell different when I try it on my skin. So yeah, that's the first one, and that is Velvet Tonka by BDK. Also, I don't know the notes for any of these off the top of my head, so I'm just going based off of whatever it smells like to me on this card. If I feel like I need to look up the notes for any of them, then I will. So the next one I picked up here from Scent Split is Atomic Rose. I'm not doing this in any particular order either. I'm just grabbing a little sample bottle and smelling them as I go. So I was interested in trying this one because I have a clone from Juliana's Perfumes, or I have a sample of it. that I wore and really enjoyed while I was wearing it. It kind of reminded me of Delina by Parfums de Marly, but a more creamy, vanillic, kind of sweet version of that. Not quite Delina exclusive because it didn't have that powderiness that I get from Delina exclusive. So let's see what this one smells like. That sample was spot on, I'll say that. So yeah, it has that tartness, but it's not as tart as Delina comes off to me. And there's a sweet creaminess to it. I don't know if there's a vanilla note or not, but I do get a sweet creaminess. This one has some woodiness to it that I'm smelling here. I don't know if there's a wood note to it or not, but it gives it almost a smokiness. I really like this one. I don't know if it's one I would want to pick up, but I do enjoy it more than Delina and Delina exclusive, personally. So think tart, I wouldn't say rhubarb tartness, but a tart velvety rose with some vanillic creaminess and some smoky woodiness to it. For me, this one doesn't have that pepperiness that I get in Delina. I don't hear a lot of people talking about that, but I get a pepperiness from Delina. On my skin. It's pretty prominent, especially in the opening. This doesn't have that. So if that was an issue for you with Delina, you might like Atomic Rose by Initio better. So yes, this is a like for me. I wouldn't say it's a love, even though I really enjoyed the clone of this one. But I tried again later and I liked it, but I didn't love it as much as I did the first time I wore it. I know my tastes have changed, so that could be why. But it is still one that I enjoy. So again, that is Atomic Rose by Initio. Next, we have Virgin Island Water by Creed. Now this is another one that I've tried a clone of. Becky sent me a sample of her clone from Dossier. Wait, was it Dossier? No, it was a clone from Alexandria Fragrances of Creed Virgin Island Water, and I didn't love that clone. There was something about it that smelled almost like cleaner. Like a lime scented house cleaner. So I hope that the OG doesn't have that aspect. Also, that clone kind of reminded me of At the Beach by Bath & Body Works if you tried that fragrance. As the name implies, it smells like being at the beach. You have the scent of the sand and the ocean water and just the breeze in the air. But it also has like a cleanness to it as well. So let's see. Yeah, the clone, I will say the clone is pretty spot on. However, I don't get the household cleaner scent from this. Right up front, I smell a lot of lime, and it's very refreshing. I think Virgin Island Water has a vodka note or some type of liquor. I don't really smell much of a booziness right now. But yeah, I get a lot of lime and a bit of coconut, but the coconut here smells more like coconut water. And to me, this one is smelling a bit sweeter than the clone that I tried. I do still think it smells similar to At the Beach, but At the Beach doesn't have that lime that this fragrance has. What I've done, if you have these, what I did was I layered At the Beach with coconut lime from Bath & Body Works, and that gave me something that smelled very close to this actually. I will say that combination was a bit sweeter because I do find coconut lime to be a little bit sweet. But I really like this. Yeah, I think this is one that I would want to pick up for the warm weather if I can find it at a pretty good price, because I know Creed is pricey. So yeah, again, that is Creed Virgin Island Water. So next here we have Minuit et Demi. I forgot I picked this one up. But I have a little sample of that from Demi Rollins collab with Fragrance Du Bois. Kind of excited about this one. It was one I definitely wanted to get my nose on. I didn't want to blind buy it though because it's kind of pricey. I was hearing it was being compared to Lune Feline, which I already have in my collection. So I didn't want anything to be, I don't want to have a fragrance that would be redundant, essentially is what I'm trying to say. I do get some spice right up front. I think it has a cardamom note. It does smell like cardamom to me. I'm not sure if it does or not, but it's like this herbal kind of green spiciness. It's very prominent right now. It's not as sweet immediately as I kind of expected it to be. Because I heard some people comparing it to like black opium as well, but maybe on skin it gets more of that sweetness. I can see why it's compared to Lumphaline, because that one to me has a very prominent cardamom note in it as well. But this one is not as strong to me as it is in Lumphaline, at least off my first impression. There's a bit of sweetness. I'd say the slightest bit of sweetness. This is one I'm gonna have to try on my skin. Actually, let me put it on my hand and see if it's gonna be a lot different, because I'm not getting much more than that right now. Yeah, it's not smelling much different on my hand, at least not immediately. There's something in this smells almost chocolate-like to me, but like a bittersweet chocolate. I'm getting some woodiness. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna have to try on my skin, like give it a full wear, because right now, mostly what I'm getting is that cardamom note, some woods, and the slightest bit of sweetness. Right now, it's smelling like it leans a bit more masculine to me. So yeah, this one right now isn't, I don't know. I don't dislike it. I can see how it would be redundant for me to have this along with my Lumphaline. But I find that one to be more feminine, more vanillic. That one isn't really sweet to me either, but I do enjoy it. I think I would like this. I need to try it on skin, like give it a full wear. So yeah, that is Minuit et Demi by Fragrancebuy. So next we have Lyra by Xerjoff. And I have 2 clones of this one in my collection, both of which smell very similar to each other. So I think I probably have a good idea of how this one is going to smell, but I just wanted to get it to see. I really enjoy those. And because I had both of them, I didn't feel like I needed a bottle of Lyra. But if it's a lot better than those, then maybe I have to pick her up too. This one is very popular. I smell the lemon. Well, it's not really a lemon note, but to me, in both of those fragrances, it smells like lemon, even though I think it's a blood orange note. Ow. Stupid. But I do smell that right now. And I do smell the vanilla. But this is smelling kind of like, almost like lemon sherbet to me. Because sherbet to me isn't as like creamy and sweet as like vanilla ice cream. Not saying that's what this is supposed to smell like, but I get more of a creamy vanilla in my my clones than I'm getting right here off the strip. Still creamy, still a bit sweet, but it has a bit more tartness to it. I really enjoy this one actually, because it's coming off a bit less sweet than those, and I enjoy like a tart lemon fragrance. Yeah, this is one I'm gonna have to give a full wear to, but I'm really liking it right now. I wonder how much it's gonna transition as it dries down, or if it stays relatively linear, because those stay pretty linear on my skin. This one doesn't have as much of that like burnt note that I get in one of my other ones. The one from Fragranza to me smells kind of like a lemon cookie, like a freshly baked lemon cookie that has been back to the point to where it's just a bit burnt. I'm getting more of like a lemon sherbet here. So I'm excited to try this one. I might have to pick this one up because my clones aren't smelling exactly like this one to me. And I like it. I kind of want to put it on my hand. I'm actually going to do that. Hold on, guys. Smell a bit powdery on my hand, actually. Probably coming from the vanilla note. A bit less tart on my hand. And there's a powderiness to it. It's like a lemon, but with a powdery vanilla. Still sweet, but not overly. Yeah, on my hand it's smelling more similar to the clones. I think I liked it better on the strip. This one's definitely more powdery on my hand than it is in my clones. I don't get much powderiness in my clones, but of course that may change once I give it a full wear. Right now, I'm preferring it on the strip, and I think I might be preferring my clones as well, because I'm not a huge fan of powdery scents. I don't find them off-putting necessarily, but I usually prefer my fragrances not to have that powderiness. But it's still nice. I do enjoy it. And I just want to update you guys on Minuit et Demi since it's still on this other hand. As it's dried down, there's still a bit of spice, but I think it's coming more from I believe it has a pimento note in it, because it's not giving me that green herbal quality anymore that I get with cardamom spice. And it smells more like, it's kind of smelling like burnt sugar, but still not that sweet. I'm getting like spice and burnt sugar, which is probably coming from that caramel note. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm gonna have to wear it. So the last one I have here from Scent Split is Salt Caramel by Shea and Blue. And I've had my eye on this one for a good little minute. I wanted like a salted popcorn scent for the longest. I finally got that. But I've still been curious about this one. And it's pretty inexpensive as well, so let's see. I know a lot of people like to use this one for layering. As the name implies, salted caramel. It smells really yummy. I do see the popcorn comparison for sure. There's like a butteriness to this, and the butter with the salt is probably what's giving people popcorn. I already have a fragrance that smells kind of like salted caramel corn, like on the nose, from Sol de Janeiro. The Sol Cheirosa, I think is 71. It's the one that, well, they've come out with several at this point, but it has like salted caramel notes. It has white chocolate and some other notes. But to me, it smells mostly of salted caramel corn drizzled with white chocolate. It smells very delicious to me. I like this one, but I feel like that fragrance gives me what I'm looking for in that area. It gave me my salted caramel corn feel, and it's so sweet and like gourmand, delicious smelling. This one is nice. It's not overly sweet either. So if you're looking for something like that, but you don't want it to be too sweet, then this might be a good option. But yeah, again, that is Salt Caramel by Shea and Blue. So next, let's go to my samples from Lucky Scent, because these are dabbers as well. I just want to get those out the way. All right, so the first one I grabbed was Serendipitous by Serendipity 3. I believe they don't have who's by on here, but I'm pretty sure. I picked this one up because of Jeanne. Here's what their dabbers look like. I hope this is showing up well to you guys. It looks a little blurry, but yeah, I get the idea. Jeanne Antoinette here on YouTube, my girl. She talks about this one a lot, and she said to her, this one just gives her primarily caramel from this, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I love caramel as a note and fragrance. But the only reason I hesitated purchasing this one was because on Fragrantica it's compared to Choco Musk from Al Rehab. And I already have the roll-on for that one. And that one just smelled to me like, you know, that hot chocolate with those mini marshmallows. That's what I got from that. Really delicious smelling, but it wasn't caramel for me. So I was scared to get this one and have it be exactly like that. But this is another one that's relatively inexpensive. I think for the 50 ml, it's like $40 or $50 on Lucky Scent. So let's see. Hopefully I get caramel and not chocolate like Z does. I don't think it has a caramel note though. And that's another thing. The notes were like chocolate, orange, and vanilla, I think. I'm not sure. I smell chocolate. Let me put some more on here actually. I can see the comparison to the Choco Musk immediately, but it doesn't smell as sweet as the Choco Musk does to me. I smell chocolate and almost like a burnt chocolate. Like tuh-KAH-ruh. Smells like it's very light too. Let me actually try this one on my skin as well. That's when this part of it actually comes in handy when you're trying to put it on skin. Yeah, it does seem very light to me. Not super sweet. I'm still getting that hot chocolate vibe. Yeah, it does remind me of Choco Musk. The Choco Musk to me is sweeter. It has more of that sweet creaminess from that vanilla note that gives me like that marshmallow vibe. This smells more chocolatey to me. I don't really smell any citrus. This was okay. Maybe it'll be a bit different when I give it a full wear, but right now this is okay. I'm not big on chocolate scents, so that's probably not one I would want to pick up if it smells how it does on my wrist and on the strip when I give it a full wear, but it's okay. So again, that was Serendipity 3. Wait, Serendipitous by Serendipity 3. I think Serendipity 3 is the name of the brand, if I'm not mistaken. The next one I have here from Lucky Scent is from Fragrance Du Bois, and it is Oud Jaune Intense. Excited about this one. This is one I've had my eye on for a good little minute now. I know it's very popular as well, and it's also very pricey. I don't want to waste any of this. I immediately smell ylang ylang. I don't know if it has it or not, but I'm immediately getting something that smells tropical, of course, and almost like banana. And ylang ylang comes off like that to me sometimes. Oh my gosh, this smells so tropical. Y'all. Almost smells like a popsicle to me. Hold on, I need to put this on skin. But it's like a sweet, tropical smelling scent. Does almost give me that suntan lotion vibe. It probably has a tiare note, tiare flower, because that's what usually gives me that suntan lotion scent. But usually I find that, I don't know, it kind of annoys me sometimes, tiare flower does, if it's overly suntan lotion-y. Is there tuberose in this as well? Because on my skin I'm getting some white florals. Yeah, I'm getting like tuberose on my wrist here, but I still really like it. I still get that tropical quality. And there's a creaminess to it as well. Almost like a banana popsicle. Am I crazy? Y'all tell me if you tried this one and what you get from it. I'm gonna look up the notes. It's less suntan lotion-y on my wrist. Wow, y'all. I am good. Boy, if you don't. So the notes are top notes, Tahitian tiare flower, fruity notes, pineapple and ylang ylang. I don't get much pineapple, but I do get fruity notes. Maybe some citrus as well, but I definitely get the ylang ylang, and it's giving me like a banana scent. Middle notes are jasmine, white flowers, amyl salicylate. I don't know what that is or if I pronounced that properly. It's saying that it's a fresh, fruity, floral green fragrance reminiscent of unripe banana. I told y'all I smell banana. When I say unripe, it smells pretty sweet to me as well. So I say more of a ripe banana, but that's probably that note in combination with the ylang ylang that's giving me that banana. I get a lot of that. Wow, okay. Oh, and orange blossom is also a middle note. So I told you I smelled something that smelled kind of like tuberose to me, and not the bubblegummy one. I wouldn't say buttery either. This one smells tuberose in the more literal sense. Not very heady to me, but floral. And then the base notes are vanilla, musk, and oud. I don't smell any oud. I don't get a lot of vanilla either on my wrist here. There is a creaminess to it, so the vanilla is probably contributing to that. But to me, if I had to compare this to something off the top of my head that it kind of vibes with, it would be Ylang and Gold by M. Micallef. But this one smells more sweet, more fruity. It has less of that sophisticated feel to it, but not in a bad way. This smells like it could be worn everyday, casual, even though I wear Ylang and Gold the same way. But that one I'd say leans more mature and not, I know when you say mature, you kind of have to give a disclaimer, but not old lady mature, but like just that sophisticated air to it. This smells like pretty much any age group I think would enjoy wearing this. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. I'd like to see how the performance is. Yeah, this is something that I think I would enjoy in spring and summer for sure. So yeah, again, that is Fragrance du Bois Oud Jaune Intense. That's probably my favorite one so far. Oh, I should have looked up the pronunciation for this one before I came on here, but the next one that I have and the last one that I have from Lucky Scent is Juicy Parfum Gourmand Bacor. The first time I saw this one discussed was from Mila LeBlanc. She made me want it. It sounded like it was delicious. And then here recently, I've seen my girl Janae talk about it. So let's see. The reviews on Fragrantica are not the greatest from my memory, but the notes were very intriguing to me. I can't even remember what they are right now, but I remember them being very intriguing. Just an update. Serendipitous is projecting like crazy right now off my wrist. I guess it showed me, huh? Because it smelled soft at first, but chocolate definitely. I'm getting this warm chocolatey scent, almost like dark chocolate actually, more so like a dark chocolate, hot chocolate. No marshmallows. Okay, so let's see what Gourmand Bacor is smelling like. I get a Play-Doh scent immediately. So I'm guessing it has vanilla as a note, like sweet vanilla Play-Doh. That's what I'm smelling right now. I don't find it super off-putting, but it's reminding me of how Comptoir Sud Pacifique, the Vanille Extreme, smelled on my skin. It was a very sweet, yes, Play-Doh-y vanilla, but with some spice. This doesn't have any spice to it that I'm smelling right now. I don't find it super off-putting, but I don't know how I would feel if I gave it a full wear. But that's like all I'm getting right now. Let me look up the notes for this one too since I'm here. There's no vanilla note. Okay, it has toffee. I'm guessing they probably had to create that accord, so they might have used vanilla to help create that toffee accord. But yeah, it says the top notes are milk, caramel, and smoke. Middle notes are caramel, hinoki incense, and leather. Base notes are toffee and hinoki incense. A lot of incense and smoke in this. But I don't really smell it. I don't smell the smokiness too much here. I told you what I'm getting. I don't dislike it, like I said. I kind of like it actually, even though it has that Play-Doh scent to it, which I usually don't like. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get this on a full wear and see how it wears, you know, around me. That's something else that I need to note. Usually, a lot of the time I've noticed that fragrances tend to smell different in the air than they do like right up close on my skin. So once I wear these, if I end up purchasing them, you guys will know, of course, because they'll be in some video. But yeah, we'll see. Ooh, June is so delicious smelling. I love it. I want it. I want it like now. Anyway, that was Juice Perfumes Gourmand Bacor. So now we're getting to my spray samples, which I'm very excited about. It's gonna be a lot easier for me to put them on my tester strip here. The ones that I have here are from Twisted Lily, and these are the last ones that I have. And Twisted Lily actually sent me, well, not just me, but I think whenever you order samples, they'll send you this little card here for 15% off of your full size fragrance purchase within 14 days of receipt. So I'm late. I won't be able to use mine, but just for the record, if you order samples from them, I'm guessing you get this. This was my first time placing the order. But y'all know they sent me Memo Paris Tamarindo. So since I have this one in my hand, I just picked it up without even paying attention. Oh, they have like actual samples, which would explain why they're spray samples. But as you can see, this is Italica by Xerjoff. I'm very excited about this one. Oh, and it comes with these this little card that has tester strips on it. It's kind of cool. And it has where you can put the fragrance name and say love, still thinking, or not for me. You can check one of those boxes. That's really cool. And like I said, I think these samples were the least expensive. And I'm getting more bang for my buck. I get to spray it, and look at this big old sample, like 2 mils. I dig it. So Italica. Let's see what Italica is talking about. I can't remember what the notes are for this, but I think I smell almond, but more so like an almond liqueur. And a bit of spice. It's sweet. Oh my gosh, it smells delicious. Oh my God. Why do I love this? Because now I'm gonna want it. Yeah, I really like this one. This is right up my alley. Probably would be perfect for fall, winter. Very sweet. And like I said, I smell almond, so it has, like I said, a bit of an almond liqueur scent to it, but as it's settling here, it is getting a bit of almond nuttiness as well. Oh, I really like this. I kind of want to look up the notes. There's like a creamy, like milkiness to it, seems. I'm gonna look up the notes for this one as well. I can't stop smelling it. Yeah, it said the top notes are almond, milk, and saffron. The middle notes are toffee, vanilla, and the base notes are sandalwood, cedar, and musk. Yeah, what I'm getting most is that almond, the milk. There's a bit of butteriness as well, probably coming from a combination of the toffee and the vanilla. It's like a milky yet creamy, nutty almond liqueur scent. And like I said, I did get a bit of spice. It must be the saffron. I really like this. Yes, Xerjoff Italica first impressions is yes. So far, it and Eau de June are my favorites of the ones I've tried thus far. I forgot I got these samples. So the next one I have here from Twisted Lily is by Wilhelm Parfumery, and this is Mango Skin. And this one was another one that I was inspired by Jeanne Antoinette to try. Me and Jeanne, we've noticed that fragrances tend to pull very similarly on our skin. We like to say we have the same skin when it comes to fragrance. All right, mango skin. Let's see what you're talking about. Excited about this one as well. And another 2 ml sample, right? I could have sworn they said 1 ml on their site.
Nope.
No. This is mango for sure. I wouldn't say a super ripe mango though, at least not immediately. There's something in the background of this. I'm getting some wittiness or something in the background, maybe patchouli. Like a woody, earthy greenness as well in addition to the mango. But the mango here is smelling kind of like a sour mango. A bit sweet, but not quite ripe, I'd say. Along with that earthy, woody, almost minty scent that I'm getting. This is one, let me try this on my skin actually. I don't know about this one, y'all, at least not up close. There's something that smells almost a bit urine-like along with the mango. And I don't like that. Like animalic. Smelling better on the strip here. I don't get that urine-like scent on the strip. I don't know what's going on with my skin then. It probably smells better in the air than up close. Okay, so the top notes are mango, orange, and violet. The middle notes are frangipani, mango blossom, and ylang ylang. And the base notes are black currant, red wine, musk, and civet. Civet is that little cat-like animal. So that's probably where I'm getting that urine-like scent from on my skin. Oh, they have Loli Bella in the reminds me of section. I'd swear I smell some patchouli or something in this. Okay, it's getting less urine-like on my skin. I feel like when I give this a full wear, I probably like it in the air. Because it's smelling really good here on the strip. I think I'm starting to get more of the black currant. Because it's like a tart, like berry-like scent that I usually get from black currant. A bit juicy as well. Mango for me is not really a note that I love. I'm not big on mangoes in general, scent-wise, eating them. This is one that I'm gonna have to give a full wear to before I decide how I actually feel about it. Right now, I'd say I don't know. If it smells like how it does on the strip in the air, I think I'll really enjoy it. If it's pulling how it does on my skin, I don't know. So yeah, again, that was Wilhelm Parfumery Mango Skin. So next we have Dhamma Bianca by Xerjoff Casamarati. This little gold sample box. Let's see what Dhamma Bianca smells like. There's a lot of fragrance in the air right now. I feel like I could be more generous with these because they actually have more in them. Mango skin is getting better. This is immediately reminding me of something that I think I have. It kind of smells like Dragé by Reminiscence off of First Sniff. Like a spiced almond, anise smelling fragrance. Bit sweet, but this one's less spiced than that one is, but it is reminding me a bit of that. I don't know what the notes are in this one, but it's pretty. Yeah, it's like a softer take on that type of fragrance to me. Let's look it up. I'm looking all these up now. It almost smells lipsticky to me as well. Like a sweet, powdery, almond and anise scented lipstick. Okay, but the notes are top notes, kumquat and lime. Middle notes, Italian iris, violet, Egyptian jasmine, lilac, lily of the valley. Base notes, vanilla, malt, ambret, white musk, sandalwood, and cedar. So it sounds like I was way off. I think I'm smelling the malt. That's what was giving me that almond and anise scent. It says a savory scent reminiscent of roasted barley, beer, and whiskey. Yeah, this is nice. It just smells nice to me though. I have to give it a full wear. Maybe I'll enjoy it more, but right now this isn't one that I feel like I would need to run out and pick up. It's nice. So again, that is Dhamma Bianca by Xerjoff. And the last one we have to try here is from Memo Paris, and this one is Loli Bella. And the only Memo Paris I have is Tamarindo, but it made me more interested to try some other things out from the house. This one actually has the notes on the card. There's something pungent, like citrus. I'm getting a heady floral as well. I can't tell which floral it is right now. Off the top of my nose. On top of my head. It's white floral. Smells kind of indolic. It's like a sweet floral sweet citrus floral, a bit green as well. Let's see what the notes are on this card. Okay, so the top notes on the card, well, it doesn't say top note base, it just shows the notes. It says living orchid cocoa, rose absolute, jasmine absolute, oil of patchouli, vanilla, tobacco absolute, frankincense, labdanum resin. The greenness is probably coming from the patchouli note. Heady white floral is probably jasmine. Let me see what Fragrantica says to see if the note's different, even though these should be the official notes. I just like to check Fragrantica, I don't know. Because something about it made me, something about the notes made me want to try it, so it must have been the notes on Fragrantica. Okay, so Fragrantica says the top notes are coconut, orchid, rose, and peony. The base notes, the middle notes I mean, are vanilla, patchouli, jasmine, and labdanum. And the base notes are incense, tobacco leaf, and precious woods. This is one I think I'm gonna have to try on skin. I'm not a fan of it right now. It's coming off very white floral, an indolic white floral with that. And there's a greenness to it that I'm not loving at the moment. I don't really smell coconut, but the card says living orchid cocoa. So I don't know if that's supposed to be like a coconut and orchid accord that they've created or what, but I don't smell coconut. People voted that the main note that they smelled was vanilla. I don't really smell much vanilla in this personally. Maybe once I get it on my skin. I don't even know if I want to try this one on my skin though. Again, that is Loli Bella by Memo Paris. I think I'm gonna give you guys my top 3 based on my first impressions. I already know my top 2. I don't know which one is my favorite of the 2. They're in different fragrance categories, so I'm not gonna pick one over the other. Because one is a gourmand and the other one is a tropical floral. So my top 2, like I said, are Italica by Xerjoff and Oud Jaune Intense by Fragrance Du Bois. The other ones didn't really wow me, at least on first impression. Yeah, Lyra has dried down the smell just like my clones, and it smells like it's gonna be softer as well. Still really pretty. So top 3 based on first impressions now, just remember. Number 3, I'd probably say was either Lyra or Virgin Island Water. So I'll give you top 4. So yeah, that is it, you guys. I have a lot of samples to give away too. Let me know down in the comments, like I said earlier, if you guys like first impressions videos, or do you prefer me coming in and telling you my thoughts after I've tried them. But I figured this would be fun. I like watching first impressions videos, not so much for me to decide if I'm gonna purchase a fragrance, because I need to watch people who've given them a full wear for that, but more so just to see, you know, how people react when they first smell a fragrance. Sometimes that does prompt me to go look up a fragrance though and read reviews and whatnot, and sometimes I do end up buying it after that. But be sure to let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.